Yo, what's going on, you guys? And welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. Before we get into the video, if this is your first time here, I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my co-host Owen. Owen, say what's up.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, so this episode is probably our favorite series. I don't know, Owen. I don't know if you feel the same way as me, but this one's fun because we get to see a lot of the new upcoming anime in this anime season. So we did winter and we also did spring. Obviously, last spring was jam packed, and this summer season so far it looks pretty jam packed. But yeah, Owen, you ready for this, man?
Yeah, I am ready for this, but there's a couple that are on the top of my list, and I'm definitely trying to see those. But I really do think that this series, first of all, it's very enjoyable for us to make personally, but also I think it helps a lot of people get into new anime that they wouldn't have discovered initially, and it's a great way to for us to allow readers to get into and viewers to get into as many anime as they can for the new season and build hype for it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, some part of the series is cool because we go over a bunch of anime that we've never heard of, whether they were manga first, light novels, or whatever. But it's cool because we try to pick out which ones we think are going to be underrated, and we just kind of try to predict. But yeah, with that being said, let's get started, right on? All right,
Yeah, let's
man.
get right into it.
So the way we do this is we use my anime list and we sort it by the anime that have the most followers. So basically, which anime is the most popular. So we're going in that order. So starting off with number one is obviously Jujutsu Kaisen second season. Obviously, most people are super hyped for this one. This is going to be a two consecutive core. So we're going to get from pretty much from July all the way to the end of the year. Unfortunately, I heard that it was only scheduled to be 23 episodes instead of the usual like 25, 26. But either way, from now to the end of the year, we're getting a full two consecutive core of Jujutsu Kaisen. So obviously, I'm going to be watching this. I don't know about you, Owen, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be as well.
No, I'm definitely watching this. I have to go rewatch the first season. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna start today, catch up to the new season, or I'll watch a recap. Honestly, um, how long was that first season again?
Honestly, I don't remember, but I think it was also like 24-ish episodes, if I'm
Okay,
not
so
wrong.
yeah, I might watch a recap of it. But I know the manga has been going crazy, right? The manga has been every single week. The manga
Hmm.
has been even above One Piece. It's like I've only seen JJK, and I don't even keep up with manga, but every time we go over manga, it seems that JJK is the top performing every week. So I think we have an interesting new season coming up. But
Yeah.
I also want to touch upon the fact of that they're doing two cores at once. First of
Hmm.
all, hell yeah, I'm about that. Second of all, they best be doing that shit since we haven't got any Jujutsu Kaisen content in so long that
Hmm.
nah, we need this. We need the two cores. I feel like sometimes when anime do two cores and then they take the huge break, you kind of got to rewatch the season again because it's so long.
Right. Yeah.
It depends on how you enjoy how much you enjoy it. But normally when they split up the cores, it's a bit better paced in my opinion.
Hmm.
But I do I mean I don't understand why they do two cores at once, but that's their issue. But Jujutsu Kaisen's gotta be crazy. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So from what I've heard, the manga, the next arc, I don't want to spoil it for everyone, so I'm not going to go into details, but it's called the Shibuya incident or the Shibuya arc, and that's supposedly a little bit longer compared to some of the other arcs. So it makes sense why it would be a consecutive core because then you would have to split up that specific arc. But yeah, I mean that I feel like that's enough detail about Jujutsu Kaisen. Pretty much all you guys out there are gonna watch it regardless. Obviously, this is Mappa gonna do Mappa things, so you know the animation about to go crazy. I actually heard. I want to throw in this little bit of a tidbit that I heard, but apparently the trailer for Jujutsu Kaisen second season is now like the most watched trailer. So obviously that's surpassing huge names like Attack on Titan and whatnot. So that's a huge milestone. So there's a lot of hype going into this one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even the first season was
Mhm.
so hyped. I felt like it was one of those um Chainsaw Man type hype. Like Jujutsu
Right.
Kaisen had the hype behind it. In the first season, people loved it, and I mean, everyone's been waiting for the second season. And okay, so whenever I ask newer anime watchers now what they watch, the two things I always get is JJK and Demon Slayer. Like it doesn't matter
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
is, those are the two that they have to watch. And I think just like if you ask any old gen like watchers, like 90% of people have watched Naruto and then Dragon Ball Z. It's like the two that people have everybody has watched. And I think for the next generation, we had that, and I think they have JJK and Demon Slayer as their, top two running.
yeah. No,
But
that's facts, man. I mean, the animation levels for both of those are like top tier. So you already know what you're gonna get from these two. So yeah, man, it's hype.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
watching. I just finished
Mhm.
the Demon Slayer episode yesterday. That shit was hype. But
Nice.
there's some things that just get me tight, bro. There's just some things that just get me tight about Demon Slayer. Like, why?
Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on.
this is going mad off topic. I was about to spoil something for the people that haven't watched the last episode of Demon Slayer. I'm about to not. But yeah, it's just some things in Demon Slayer just get me frustrated, aka Hashiras being pussies. But yeah.
Oh my god.
You
All
know
right,
what I'm
man.
talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I haven't watched it yet, man. I'm not there yet, but
okay, you'll understand what I'm talking about. All I have to
for
say,
sure,
Hashira being pussies. That's it.
for sure.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. But yeah.
All right, let's get into the next one. So this next one is my personal favorite. I think this is the one I'm gonna be the most excited to watch. You know, I am the most excited to watch this. I want it right now, dog. On July 3rd, we're getting Mushoku Tensei season two. I believe we got a split core last year or like 2 years ago. So kind of same thing, but it's like the 25, 26 episodes split up into two different seasons. So it's not consecutive, but I don't know if we're gonna get that again. I can't confirm how many episodes this one's gonna have. But this anime itself, a lot of people love it. A lot of people actually attribute this to be the father of isekai. Like this is the anime or one of the anime that started the whole isekai, being super popular in the anime world and culture. So that's this right here, Mushoku Tensei. And yeah, we're getting a season two. I'm hella hyped for this one, man.
Okay, so first of all, I've never watched Isekai and I've never watched this anime. But
Mhm.
I know you love this anime and you've talked about it like previously. I think
Yeah,
when the last time it came out or whenever we go over Isekai, you always bring this up.
hell
But
yeah.
do you want to give a little general overview of the first season for any viewers that haven't watched it? Because I do want to watch the first season before the second season comes out.
Without spoiling, the most basic way to put it is it's basically like in the real world, it's about this guy that, he doesn't have a job, hence the name Jobless Reincarnation. And he's kind of like a fat, ugly loser. And like a typical like what you'd expect from like a typical backstory of an isekai, right? And for whatever reason, he gets hit by I can't remember if he died by a truck or whatever happened, but he died, right?
What the fuck?
Well, this is like happens in every isekai, and
Oh
then
my
all of a
god.
sudden, next thing you know, he's being born, and it's being born inside of this like fantasy world, and he lives his life from a baby with the same knowledge he has. So
Oh, that's
that,
sick.
yeah, I mean, there are some things and themes in this show that are like a little sus. I mean, like you can see the tag right here, etchy. Some of the shit is out of pocket, dog. I ain't gonna lie, but if you look past that, it's really interesting because I don't know, like if you put yourselves in that shoe, like if you put yourself in like the aspect, like if I was a baby, and I had the same knowledge I have right now, the amount of shit I would be able to accomplish. You know what I mean? So I
Exactly.
can
I
kind of
always
put
think
my
about that.
right.
I literally always think about that scenario. And the fact that they made an anime about it, I kind of do want to see how it
Yeah,
plays out. Because this is a scenario I ran in my head so many times. Like, yo,
right.
imagine I had the knowledge back then of what I have now, and I just like ace through life, just
Mhm.
knowing everything. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's the basic and easy way to explain it without going into too much detail. But yeah, man, I really like it. The animation is great. It has a lot of cool action scenes, and it has, the story in general is pretty interesting, and there's a lot of mysteries too. So I like it.
Yeah, so for all the people that haven't gotten into any isekai, including me, which we'll all take the step together and watch the father of isekai. Be it's a new isekai too, as in like it's only 2 seasons, second season's coming out. So this
Mhm.
is like the perfect time to catch up and get on the hype train once the new season comes out. But yeah, let's get into the next one.
All right, so this one was actually originally postponed. You know, Silverlink is the studio behind it, and Silverlink actually had a bunch of anime that they had to postpone due to COVID, in their words. But yeah, this is another one of them that actually got pushed back a season, and that is this anime is Masamune Kun's Revenge. I actually watched the first season. It wasn't bad. And we talked about it in the last episode that we did of what we'll be watching. So I won't go into too much detail. But if I don't know if you remember, but this is the one where it's the kid that used to be fat, and you know this girl he thought was bullying him, actually ended up like kind of liking him, and to get his revenge, he got like all ripped and shit, so that way he can get her to
Oh
like him,
shit.
to kind of and then reject her. You know what I mean? So that's the whole story behind it. But I don't know if you remember. But yeah,
Yo, that sounds like an interesting ass plot, honestly. My man's on his villain arc, bro.
bro is toxic as hell, bro.
Man doesn't even want her anymore. He just wants her to show her that he doesn't want her. That's fucking yo, this dude, yo, boys, take notes. That's all I'm saying. Oh my god. But yeah, I think this is one that I would watch. It seems like a really funny, it seems like a funny gag type of
Yeah,
anime.
it had funny moments, but yeah, I don't remember it because honestly, I feel like it came out like 2019 if I'm not wrong, or 2020. It's no, not even. I'm pretty sure it was like 2018, 2019. So it's been a minute, and honestly, I don't remember anything. So I might have to go back and rewatch or kind of skim through season one before heading into season two.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But this sounds cool, something that I would probably get into.
All right, let's get into the next one, man. I know you're about to be hyped for this one, dog.
Bro, this is my favorite. Okay, this is like JJK can eat rocks right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, kick rocks, bro. Like kick rocks, boys. The new Bleach season is coming out. If y'all not season, but the second part of the first the Thousand Year Blood arc, boys. Just even watching that trailer was so crazy. The amount of shit that's gonna happen. It's a war arc, bro. Just everyone knows war arcs are the best arcs in anime. The amount of action, the amount like war arcs, first of all, they introduced a heavy amount of characters all at once. So then
Hmm.
you get to kind of like see the power scale of how strong everybody actually is against each other and whatnot. And also you get to see everybody fight in an all-out war. It's just crazy. But I mean, you know me, I've been watching Bleach for probably over 8 years now. And I could say six of that, I mean seven of them were
Hmm.
not watching Bleach because Bleach hasn't been out for so long. I really never thought we'd get to this point with Bleach that it'd come out again. Because after that Bound arc, I really gave up on Bleach. I was like, okay, they're not coming out with anything. It's just a GG, you know, it's a failed. It's like a Hunter x
Hmm.
Hunter. It's like a failed, you know. I mean, for me, after the Aizen part, I think I was fulfilled with Bleach already. You know, even though they could have done more, I was fulfilled with Bleach at that point. But really, they went above and beyond with this next like arc, and it's about to be wild. The first like so the first part of the arc, the first core you could say, it was okay, right? It wasn't the best. It was really good, right? But it was just a setup. That was like the setup core.
Right.
This core is about to be where everything goes down in terms of action. So if y'all trying to see this new, season of Bleach, I would say first of all catch up if you haven't. It's a long anime, so you're not gonna be able to catch up if you just started. But I would say even if you haven't watched it, just start up now, and by the time this core ends, you could just fully watch through the whole thing. Like you binge watch the whole thing. But I just want to say this from personal recommendation. This is in my top 10, actually in my top 5. So yeah.
All right, man.
I mean,
I
everyone
like
knows
it.
this is Bleach. This is big three content. OG big three content. So you can't go wrong with this.
I mean, I personally, I've been hearing a good amount of hype behind it, especially when you got bigger titles that are coming out this season, and especially because this is an older anime. You know what I mean? Like this is one that people pretty much read off as being done. So
Yeah,
for the amount of
exactly.
hype, yeah, for the amount of hype that it's getting, still, that's how you know it's about to be fire. You know what I mean?
No, this shit, like, yo, I swear, Aray, if you watched Bleach, bro, you would understand. Like, bro, there's One Piece fans, then there's Bleach fans, right? And because
Hmm.
I'm a bigger One Piece fan, you don't see the Bleach fan side come out of me as much. But
Hmm.
the people that love Bleach, I'm telling you, they're crazier than One Piece fans for Bleach. And that's saying something because One Piece fans will literally kill people for Oda. Like that ass.
Bruh.
That ass, bro. If Oda needs some like 75 lives sacrificed for his well-being, 75 people will disappear the next day, straight up. Yeah, but Bleach's fan base is crazy, and I mean, I don't blame them for being crazy. This shit is like, if you want to watch the best sword fighting, sword to sword, Zanpakuto to Zanpakuto, that is Bleach. Straight swords. That's it. They add a lot of elements, of actual like special attacks and whatnot, but generally it's swords. So yeah,
It's fair. All
yeah.
right,
Let's get into the next one. Yeah.
let's get into the next one. All right, so this is another sequel, kind of. This is the only one that's not like a next season or whatever. This is, I guess, apparently. So let's say the title first. So this is Horimiya Peace. The anime for Horimiya is finished, as well as the manga. This is, not an older series. It came out in 2021, if I'm not wrong, but it's completed. So apparently, this is gonna be like stories that are from the manga that weren't adapted into the main anime. So it's kind of like a spin-off, but not really because it's canon. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen anything like that. But for it to be number 5 up here in the list, it's pretty decent. I haven't watched Horror Mia, but yeah, it's got to be popular to be up here. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are Horror Mia fans, get hyped.
Which genre is this?
It's a romance one.
Oh shit. Okay, something probably I wouldn't watch, but yo,
Yeah.
if you're trying to watch something new with your girl or something, this is probably it. Yo, it has peace in the name, so you already know it might be hype.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
But yeah,
let's
let's get into the next one though. I think we should rapid fire some of the ones that we
yeah,
don't, we aren't too familiar
mhm,
with or
for sure.
aren't part of our category.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into the next one.
So this one is one of the ones that we wouldn't watch per se, but it's actually a really popular one. So this is Rent a Girlfriend season 3. So that's a third season, so you can already tell it's pretty popular. But yeah, I mean Rent a Girlfriend season 3 is coming out. I haven't watched it, so I don't really know too much about it. But I see the main character. I'm assuming she's a girl that you rent. I don't know. I don't know. I've never read the synopsis. But yeah, it looks like I see like legit. I see her everywhere. I feel like she's like a character that people like putting a face to. You know what I mean?
Nah, I got you. But yo, they're making a whole ass anime based off prostitution. What's going on here?
Yo,
So
chill out, dog.
we got OnlyFans for this, bro. You don't need this. You don't need this on Shonen Jump or any anime, anything related to anime. I think let's keep that on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I mean the title could be deceiving, but I don't know, man. I haven't got into it, so maybe one day I'll check it out, or maybe one day I'll read the synopsis. It's a comedy romance. I don't know, man.
Got
It's
you,
not
got you,
something that
got you.
I would go for unless I get a straight recommendation.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll take one for the team. I'll watch it, and I
Hmm.
got you with the recommendation, bro.
Nah, I bet that's loyal, dog.
I'm gonna watch it for research purposes, though. You know?
On your
Hell
Jiraiya shit, no boy.
yeah. The goat Jiraiya, bro. Rip my man's.
All right, yo. If all right, let's get into the next one. So this one as would be a lot higher on the list if there wasn't so many sequels out there that were just, fire. This is actually the first one that's a non-sequel, and that is Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. So let's just quickly read the synopsis. In a trash-filled apartment, 24-year-old Akira Tendo watches a zombie movie with lifeless, envious eyes. After spending 3 hard years at an exploitative, what does that even mean? Exploitative?
Exploitative. I don't know. They're trying to exploit something.
And bro, yeah, this is why you got to read the synopsis. I've read. Um, that word corporation in Japan. His spirit is broken. He can't even muster the courage to confess his feelings to his beautiful coworker Utari. Then one morning he stumbles upon his landlord eating lunch, which happens to be another tenant. The whole city is swarming with zombies, and even though he's running for his life, Akira has never felt more alive. Dang,
Yo,
so this is basically like some Walking Dead type shit.
is this the same like? Cause is this the TikTok trend, Akira? The Akira shit on
No, no,
TikTok.
that Akira is actually from like a really old movie called Akira, and I don't know if you've heard of it, Owen, but it's apparently inspired Kanye, so you know it has some
Oh,
inspiration behind it.
wait, that shit inspired Kanye?
Yeah,
I was just talking about Kanye the other day. I was like, yo, this dude, he is he's crazy, bro. As in, like, yo, he's either 0 or 100. There's no in between for that dude, bro. I swear to
for real.
God. So if he got influenced by this anime, this shit has to be wacky, bro. Like that dude is straight wacky. Um, Zombies though,
I
uh,
like
Left
it though.
Left for Dead type vibes. Let's get it.
Mhm. I
It
feel
looks
like I
like
haven't seen a zombie type of anime in a minute, dog.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was about to say. I haven't seen any. I've never seen actually a like a Walking Dead type or
Hmm.
Left 4 Dead type zombie apocalyptic. Actually, you know what's funny as hell? A couple weeks ago in the city, it literally looked like there was a zombie apocalypse
Oh, with all
happening.
the smoke and stuff.
Shit, everything was orange, bro, and it looks so crazy. But yeah, this is kind of reminding me of that. But maybe something I'd watch. Maybe something I'd watch.
I mean, one cool thing that I'll say by just looking at the cover image for it, when you think about zombies, you think of like a darker color, like you mentioned before, the smoke-filled city and whatnot. Like you think of a gray, like dark red type of colors. When you look at the cover image, this shit is all colorful. So I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I don't know. It's definitely intriguing for sure, though.
It kind of looks like Splatoon with the colors and
Yeah, it
shit.
does look like Splatoon, right?
Yeah, that looks like literally someone just sprayed paint
It
all over
does.
that cover picture. But yeah,
I like it though.
something I'd probably watch.
All right, so let's get into the next one. So this one is actually a fifth season, and that is Bungo Stray Dogs season 5. Um, I haven't watched this, but a lot of my boys are telling me that it's really, really good. It's like a supernatural action mystery type, and it's done by Studio Bones. Studio Bones has done some pretty good works. My Hero, for example, is one of them. So yeah, I mean, if you're a Bungo Stray Dogs fan, this is definitely got to get you hyped because we recently just had season 4. I think it was in the winter, if I'm not wrong. So we got a season 5 off rip, like legit 6 months later. So that's pretty hype. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about it. It says the demographic is seinen, so it might be catered to an older demographic. But yeah, I still have to check this one out. But what do you think by just looking at the cover image, Owen?
So the first thing I want to say about this anime in particular,
Hmm.
every time we've done one of these, I feel like I've seen Bungo Stray Dogs. Like, yo, they have not like they've been putting it on the gas the whole time.
For
Like
real.
6 months and new season. That's actually crazy. Like every time we go over like
Hmm.
the new manga anime season, I always see this. And this is the fifth season already. When like this is actually wild. This is something I do want to get into. I said that last time. Okay, yeah, I
Hmm.
did say that. Not gonna
You did,
lie.
you did. I
I
remember
did
you were saying like the image looked mad cool.
I did say that. I was gonna get into it. So wait, this is more like supernatural mystery. I can't really see
Yeah,
the image because it's very small on my screen,
yeah,
but um, it kind of looks like okay. So you see the two guys.
yeah.
It looks I've seen those two guys on the last image on the last cover photo for the season 4, I think, or I've
Hmm.
seen one of them at least.
Probably.
But I don't know. The shit looks crazy. Do you know anything about it? Like the general little.
I don't, man. I don't know why I've never jumped into it. I probably because I heard of it when it was on season 3, and I was like, yeah, it's too long.
It kind of
But
it reminds me of Watch Dogs, the game. Like
oh, you just says dogs in it.
no, it's because it's mystery. That's mystery too. That's like
Okay.
it's kind of like I never played Watch Dogs, right? But I remember as a kid I always saw like ads of Watch Dogs and they were like I to me from what I perceived it literally looked like detectives, but like badass detectives that were like kind of fighting crime or doing whatever they did. But they looked like badass detectives. And then the keywords on the top it says it's action, mystery, and supernatural. So the mystery part I was thinking was kind of correlated with that. But something I'm definitely gonna watch. I actually like was thinking like 30 minutes before recording this. It's funny as hell. I was like, yo, so I was listing what I've been watching over the past like week,
Hmm.
and I I want to binge something. Like I do want to binge something. I haven't binged something in so long. It's been so long since I straight like the last one I did was Doctor Stone. Like,
Hmm.
and that was because I was sick. I was sick for like a good 3 days, and I binged. I was just in bed the whole day, binging it. But I do want to start binging something, and
Hmm.
there's so much, bro. There's so
There
like
is,
I still haven't watched
dude. You don't even know, man. Last season was just absolutely insane, and I haven't even been able to catch up with last season.
yeah, literally like
Crazy.
Hell's Paradise. I need to catch up.
Mhm.
I didn't even start up Heavenly Delusion, Tokyo Revengers. I haven't caught up to. My
That's like two
Heroes
seasons ago.
My Heroes last season. I still didn't catch up to. Um,
There's Masho,
Oshino, no, Mashal I've caught up.
Oshinoko.
Mashal I've caught up. I don't know
Okay,
why. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Mashal, but I love that show, bro. It's
nice.
fucking, it's funny. Oh, it's like yo, every time I go to like if I'm eating food and
Hmm.
there's a new Mashal on, I'm watching Mashal. Like that's like, I'll put it on before anything. I don't know why. It's weird. It's weird to me. It's like a comfort show for me. Mashal I've been on. Vinland I finished. One Piece I'm caught up. Um, what else came out this year? Oshino Ko I need to watch. There's
Yeah,
so much. There's so much. There's
there's
so much.
literally so much.
I think I'm going to make a list in the Discord of which anime that I still need to catch up to, and which anime like we need to make a you need first of all you need to send me your list because I need to watch all the anime that you watched, all the valid anime that you watched, and we'll keep a list of our watched animes. So anyone that wants to also watch those anime have a similar taste to us, they can just go in and have the recommendations set already. They don't
Yeah,
really
for
have to
sure.
look around and like shop around for new recommendations. Like we've been watching anime for so long, especially Aray has like for me the first 8 years or 9 years of anime that I watched was straight shonen. So like I'm not really a person that you can go off of as much as A-Ray.
Hmm.
A-Ray, his diversity in genres that he's watched is phenomenal. So like
You gotta
literally
start
his
gassing me,
list,
dog.
I'm dead ass, bro.
No, no.
Like
Real talk though. The real talk though. Before you gas me up, um, guys, just join our Discord because there's a ton of guys in there that will give better recommendations than us. Me and Owen, we're more battle shonen centric. I mean, I started veering off the last few years. Started getting into more different stuff. I think Owen has started to get into that nowadays. Just
yeah,
recently this
now
year, ever since the pod, I'd say. But
literally ever since the pod, yeah.
if you're a high in it, like if you're a heavy into battle shonen, we got you. But my recommendation would be join the Discord and hit up the guys there, and we'll see what you're into, and then they can kind of help you out. We've been talking to a couple of guys in there, and they've actually hooked me up with a bunch of non-battle shonen anime, and I've actually really enjoyed it. Like for example, I shot this boy out a lot, bro. But Sri I think in the early days of the pod, he told me to watch Heavenly Delusion, and that's been one of the best anime and most underrated anime that I started last season. So yeah, shout out to him and make sure you guys join the Discord. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
sorry, were you gonna say
before
something?
I just wanted to shout out one more person. I want to shout out to boy Rex.
Rex.
Vans comes in clutch with all the Rex. Okay,
He does, he
if
does for sure.
anyone knows a thing or two about manga or anime and needs Rex, my boy Rex, literally Rex has the best Rex, bro. Like straight up.
Rex the record. No, we gotta work on that, bro. We gotta work on that shit
We do gotta work on that, but Rex got Rex though.
for sure. All right, let's get into the next one. So the next one is a brand new anime. It's called The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. Yeah, let's just read the synopsis and then we'll formulate our opinions. All right, here's a synopsis. As deskmate of Me, Katie, I don't know, Katie Kamura always has his attention fixed on her. Attracted by her cute charms, all he wishes for is that she would look at him with those beautiful eyes beneath her glasses. But just a few days after making her acquaintance, Katie notices something different about I. Her eyes are squinting and her glasses are still missing. Nonetheless, he still finds her adorable. Unexpectedly, I has a tendency to forget her glasses. Having terrible vision, she has difficulty going through her day at school. Thankfully, Katie is more than willing to help her as I starts relying on him. Katie's feelings for her grow even more. Likewise, despite her short sightedness, Katie slowly becomes the person I always hopes to see. Okay, so it looks like this is a little bit. So the tag is comedy, but it feels like it might be a comedy romance type. Might be doing a little bit of the gags where she forgets her glasses. She's basically like Velma from Scooby Doo. That's basically what she is, right?
It's actually a funny ass comparison. But yo, why the
Yeah.
fuck are you forgetting your glasses? How are you basing a whole anime off of you forgetting your glasses, bro? Like, what's going on here? What?
All
Like,
right.
yo,
So this,
I'm
yeah,
a
what's up?
glasses wearer, and I'm never not wearing my glasses except if I'm sleeping. But
Right.
I don't know. That's not. I don't know. It feels like something I wouldn't watch. But yo, I do want to shout out my boy Aray's Japanese pronunciations.
Dude, that was
Fire,
terrible, bro. It
fire.
was so bad, bro. All right,
Yes.
man. Let's get into the next
You
one.
watching that one or no?
No, so this would be a good example of our boy Rex. He told me that he likes to watch all the popular anime that come out in the season. And for this one to be like, I think it was like what, number 6 or number 9 on the list. He's probably gonna watch it, and if it's actually really good, he'll let us know. So yeah, that's a good example of one of that because that's something that me and you wouldn't watch per se.
Got you. Okay, for sure, for sure.
All right, so let's get into the next one. So this next one is another sequel. This is The Devil is a Part-Timer season 2. I haven't watched the first season, so I can't really tell you if it's good or not, but I remember when the first season came out, it was a really popular anime. A lot of people talked about it. So you can only imagine that season 2 is going to be pretty good.
Do you know what it's about at all, or
Uh uh The Devil's a part-timer. I don't know, maybe they have like a part-time devil. I don't know.
damn, they really
It
didn't
says
even give a
this.
synopsis with
I
it.
mean, I mean, with the sequels, this website doesn't give synopsises.
Got you. Okay.
Or is this synopsis is or synopsis high? Whatever,
Synopsis.
bro.
Yo, listen, we're not in English class right now. If anything, arigato. Let's go next.
All right, all right. So this next one is just judging by the picture, it looks like something that I might not watch, but it's My Happy Marriage. So obviously, it looks like it's going to be a romance. So let's just quickly read the synopsis. Mio Saimori was the unfortunate child of a loveless arranged marriage. After her mother died, her father brought in his lover and her own daughter Kaya. From then on, Mio's life was reduced to that of a mere servant. Even worse, while Kaya inherited the family's psychic abilities, Mio had none, and she was truly the. That's all they have in the synopsis.
Damn.
That's
So we got
that's.
one that's basically the ugly duckling out here. She didn't get any
Oh
powers.
wait, oh wait,
Okay, okay.
I got it. She was truly the daughter with no merit. Yo,
Damn, bro, they just really threw out to the streets. She belonged to the streets. That's funny
hold
as
on, hold
hell,
on.
bro.
I got you. I got you. After, let me finish this. After years of being treated like dirt, Mio has learned to keep her head down, hide her pain, and obey every order. So it comes as no surprise that she's arranged to be married to Kyoka Kiru, a military captain rumored to be so cruel that he has driven away every one of his potential wives so far. From a painful upbringing to a painful marriage, that's the future that awaits Mio, or so she thinks. Contrary to her expectations, her husband is actually kind-hearted. What really awaits Mio is a blissful, everlasting marriage full of happiness. I feel like that synopsis just basically ruined the entire show. Um,
Literally, bro. They literally were like, okay, so there's two daughters. One's freaking pretty shitty. One has the psychic powers, but you know the shitty one, she does all the cooking and cleaning. She
yo,
does everything that you need to her to do.
right.
So you know we'll send her off to this military captain and she'll be set. So
It
that's
kind of
pretty
sounds
much
like Cinderella, right?
low key, low key. Um, I think we just summarized this whole anime for you guys. I don't think you guys even need to watch it anymore. Pretty much,
Yeah.
we saved you like hours of watch time right there, straight up. No, but that's
All
funny
right.
as hell. I don't think I'd watch it, but it's something.
Mhm.
I don't know. They just ruined the whole thing. There's no.
The synopsis is crazy long, man. I feel like that backstory itself would have been a good 12 episodes, but whatever.
So
I mean, it
so
is called My Happy Marriage. All right, man. Let's hop into the next one. So this next one is another sequel, and it's going to be called The Duke of Death and His Maid Season 2. I don't really know too much about this one, so do you want to just skip over it?
yeah, I think let's just rapid fire over the next one since honestly we're probably not watching most of these. But
Yeah,
we'll rapid fire for any of the people or any of the viewers that actually do want to watch a couple of these. We'll
yeah,
quickly go over the title and we'll go over the category or genre that they give us.
yeah. So sounds good. For the ones that I do know that are pretty popular and that I know a little bit about, I will go into a little bit more depth. Like the next one is called Liar Liar. Um, so let's just quickly read the synopsis. At Academia Island, everything is settled through games. Wait for a certain amount of stars. With the strongest student being granted ranking of 7 stars, the hero to a transfer student unexpectedly beats the strongest empress and becomes the pseudo strongest in the school. A mind game of lies and bluff begins. So this one sounds really interesting. The tag is weird to me. It's etchy, so hopefully it's not etchy because it sounds like it has a lot of potential. It kind of reminds me of I'm blanking on the name of the anime, but it's called No Game No Life. It reminds me of No Game No Life. So if it is like that, I would be pretty stoked for this one. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It seems pretty cool. Like a game, a gaming anime, like a game
Yeah,
real life anime. It seems pretty
right.
cool. I kind of don't like the fact. I don't know if this is on purpose or whatnot, but the fact that some kid comes in, he already beats the Empress. Like we should have known that after.
Yeah,
We
I
should
no,
not have
but
known.
I've seen some shows where that's happened, and it's actually pretty decent. I don't know if you've ever watched I forget his name, but he a video game high school. That's the name of it. Yeah. Do you remember he'd
You
be
know,
like the
I
it was
have
like a
never watched
YouTube
it. No.
it was like a YouTube like TV show type where basically this one random kid randomly beat the highest gamer, like the top rated gamer, and then yeah, bro had everyone shook. So
No,
it
no,
was
I
pretty
know.
interesting.
I like the fact that he beat the top rated gamer. No, that's fine.
Mhm.
I'm not against that at all. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that they said that he was going to do that in the synopsis. We should have just seen that, you know. But
Mhm.
maybe that's part of the pre-story. I don't know, but sounds like a pretty interesting one for anyone that likes video games. I
Yeah.
know mostly all that like anime.
Yeah.
Me too. Huge FPS guy. I love COD. Used to love Fortnite, Apex. Yeah, I know. This is gaming and anime when they correlate together. I think it's an interesting mix. Definitely.
Deep for sure. All right, yo, let's get into the next one. So the next one is called Reign of the Seven Spellblades. It's an action fantasy. I don't really know too much on it, so I can't speak too much on it. But yeah, let's hop into the next one after this because I do want to speak on this next one. So this is the Rurouni Kenshin remake. So Rurouni Kenshin is a really older anime, and for it to get a remake is pretty hyped. So let's just quickly read the synopsis. 10 years have passed since the end of Bakumatsu, an era of war that saw the uprising of citizens against the Tokugawa shogunate. The revolutionaries wanted to create a time of peace and a thriving country free of oppression. The new age of Meiji has come, but peace has not yet been achieved. Swords are banned, but people are still murdered in the streets. Orphans of war veterans are left with nowhere to go, while the government seems content to just line their pockets with money. One wandering samurai, Kenshin Himura, still works to make sure the values he fought for are worth the lives spent to bring about the new era. Once known as Hitokiri Batusai, he was feared as the most ruthless killer of all the revolutionaries. Now haunted by guilt, Kenshin has sworn never to kill again in atonement for the lives he took, and he may never know peace until killing is a thing of the past. All right, we're not going to read the whole entire synopsis, but this is one that I've always wanted to watch. I've always wanted to watch Rurouni Kenshin, but just because it was an older animation and older in general, it was kind of hard for me to watch. But now that we're getting a remake, I think that I'll be able to watch from episode one and keep watching it. And it does seem pretty interesting, so I'm pretty hyped for this one.
Honestly, man's looks like a fake Ichigo, by the way. but
Well, I'm pretty sure this came out before Bleach did.
oh no way, so Bleach is the fake version of this dude.
It's gotta be, dog.
That's funny as hell. But yeah, this is straight sword fighting.
I don't know.
Is that
It
one?
looks like there's some Vinland Saga vibes where like he's renouncing, fighting and whatnot, but you see the sword, bro. It looks like he's about to pull up on somebody, so I like it,
No,
man.
that us. My man's got the Brook. He got the Brook stance going.
He really
Bro,
does.
I low key need to see a fight with Brook, but that's a whole nother topic. Brook needs his own 1v1 straight fight, just like all these other guys been getting. Because
Right.
I feel like Brook, he gets
Bro,
underrated.
I just want to know how you always put One Piece into our pods, bro. How is that even possible?
Low key also, boys, for the next season, One Piece is still going on. We're not about this. One Piece doesn't do this. Oh, we'll stop and then we'll come back and we'll stop. No, we go every week and we produce the best, the greatest, the peak, the most peakest content out there ever to be created in the history of fiction. So yeah, y'all know summer 2023 is gonna be run by One Piece. Gear
Well,
5,
yeah,
like it's
so
about to
Gear
get
5
crazy.
is projected to come out in July. So that's gonna be a big talking point. That's gonna be crazy. So I think I think people are saying July 19th. So for those of you guys that are big One Piece fans like Own, mark your calendar for that day because I think TikTok about to go crazy, YouTube and our pods ourselves. We want to do a whole pod on that because that's just wild. But
I
yeah,
mean, I mean, I,
you
uh,
can expect
yeah,
chats to go crazy.
Eric, we might have to do a mini pod on that or something. You know,
Let's
we're doing
do
we are definitely doing a watch party. That's
yeah,
hundred
for
percent.
sure.
100% we're doing a watch party for it. So
Mhm.
I'm starting I'm gonna announce it every week from this week. We are doing a watch party on that Sunday night when it airs. We are doing it that night. Straight up. Like
I bet I'm down
or we'll do it the next day. Just so everyone can
for sure.
you know, for everyone's schedule and whatnot. But we are definitely doing a watch party for Gear 5. And it's everything's even last episode was crazy for One Piece, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Let's just get into the next. Let's
All
get into
right.
the next anime.
So the next one is called My Tiny Senpai. It's a comedy romance. Seems pretty straightforward. I mean, it's gonna be about a senpai that's kind of small and cute, I guess. But yeah, you just have to watch it and find out. So let's get into the next one after that. The next one after that is called Classroom for Heroes. That is tagged as action, fantasy, and ecchi. Yeah, pretty interesting. But yeah, let's hop into the next one. We're just gonna kind of rapid fire these ones over here. And stop me if you want to say anything cool, all right? So this
Yeah,
next
for
one
sure. I
over
got
here,
you.
that next one is The Dreaming Boy is a Realist, and that's a comedy romance. Cool. All right. So this next one over here is actually one that I want to talk about. I think I was telling you about this, how wild it is for some of the titles that we're getting from these isekai. But this one is Reborn as a Vending Machine. Now I Wander the Dungeon. Yeah, man. Let me just hear your thoughts on that real quick, dog.
Bro, reborn as a vending machine.
You can see
Do
the
I need to
vending
say
machine right
more?
here.
Do I need to say more than that? What the fuck am I? What am I even watching at this point, bro? Like, I'm being taken into the mind of a vending machine. Like what? Yo, I don't know how. No, low key. I want to see an episode now. I want to see an episode
Just
just
to
to
see what
see
it's about.
how crazily how dumb this shit is. High key.
Can we
I
read
need to
the
see it.
synopsis? Just the first part of it?
Yeah, let's see.
A vending machine fanatic meets his demise when he is quite ironically crushed by a vending machine. To his dismay, he finds himself reincarnated as a vending machine in another world. Let's just read that much. What the hell, man?
Wait, hold up, hold up. First of all, he's a vending machine enthusiast, right? What the fuck is that to begin with? What is a vending machine enthusiast, right?
I have no
After that,
idea.
man is slain by what he loves the most, bro. Wait, how do you get killed by a vending machine? Is it like
Nah,
dropping
actually,
it?
I've actually seen people get clapped by one. Like if like if a snag gets stuck in it and you try to push it and then it falls on you, that shit's heavy, dog.
No, you're definitely beat. If you bro, you know what this reminds me of? Some
So
like you remember in Minecraft, like you could throw anvils on top of people. It just
yeah,
reminds me of like
bruh.
just a vending machine just dropping on this dude's head. Like you gotta be dumb. You gotta be dumb if a vending machine is like it kills you. But yeah, I want to watch one episode just to see
Hmm.
how crazy this anime is. But yeah,
For sure. I know our boy Rex is gonna watch it. He'll let us know if it's good or not.
no, I need to
Uh,
see. I need to ask Rex about this one.
All right, so this next one is actually one that I've heard of a lot, and it's Dark Gathering. This is a horror supernatural. Because it's the first horror supernatural, I feel like we got to do it justice and read the synopsis. So let's just read it. Keitaru Gentoga is a college freshman who hates ghosts. Unlucky for him, he has a knack for attracting spirits. 2 years ago, this connection had led him to receiving a spiritual injury on his right hand, with his friends getting caught in the crossfire. The event caused him to become a shut-in, leaving him with very poor social skills. Fortunately, Kitaro is slowly starting to mingle with society thanks to the help of his childhood friend Iko Hozuki. As part of the rehabilitation, Kitaro takes on the part-time job of a private tutor, and his first pupil is none other than Iko's cousin, Yaogai Hazuki. Besides being a child prodigy, there's another peculiarity regarding Yaoyo. I don't even know how to say that. She is a spiritual constitution, okay? Just like Kitaro. However, in contrast to Kitaro, she yearns to encounter spirits, hoping to find the ghost that took her mother away. As Kitaro is dragged along by Yaoyo and Iko to haunted spots, his part-time job seems to be straying away further and further away from its original purpose. Okay,
Okay, that was a
I kind
whole
of
lot. That was a whole lot to unload right there. Um, Honestly, if it's about ghosts, I'm probably not watching it. And you know my whole ideal on this ghost demon situation. Ghosts, demons, spirits, it's all in one for me,
mhm.
right? Obviously, some can be good, some can be whatever, but I feel like it's just repetitive. And I just don't even just because there's so much anime now. There's
Yeah.
so many different genres and there's so much I need to
So
catch up on. I just don't even give anything with demon or like anything like that a shot anymore.
I get you, bro, because it's we talked about this in a ton of other pods, so we won't go into too much detail, but it's the same themes over and over again. I do want to give this one a shot just because it has horror and supernatural on it, though. Like it doesn't seem like it's going to be your typical one. Like horror in general is obviously going to be ghosts and whatnot. So I kind of like it, man. I feel like this one's going to be different.
Nah, horror wise though, you're right. I
Hmm.
don't think I've really seen any horror anime. I kind of do want to watch like a horror anime. I've never. Have you watched any horror anime before?
I have. I've watched a couple.
And how would you recommend? Like,
I like it, man, but I like to. So maybe I'm weird, but I like to watch in October where it's Halloween over here, and I
nah,
feel
that's
like it
fire.
hits
That's
different.
fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Low key, October's the birthday month, spooky month. I might have to. I might
OVO.
have. To, I might have to give low key. I might have to give this a try.
Yo, real talk though.
Mm.
There's on Netflix. There's a series, and they're all Japanese stories, like short stories, and they're adapted. They're adapted into the anime, and they're all like horror stories. So you got to check that out. I've been waiting for Halloween, so I haven't watched it at all, but they look wild.
Oh shit! It's like anime like.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Okay, this is fire. I do need something to binge, as I was saying. Not right now, but in October we'll watch it just for tradition. For Aray's
but
tradition of watching horror
you're
shit in October, we'll watch it in October.
maybe we'll do a watch party. That'd be cool.
No, down, definitely.
Bet.
I'm telling you, yeah, I'm telling you, like, uh, for all of our listeners that are in the Discord, we're about to go crazy on the watch parties, because I mean, we're everything. Anime Plus is everything anime and manga related, so we want to get you guys involved as much as we possibly can, and I also do want to meet every single one of you guys. So hell yeah, watch parties is literally the way for us to engage with our audience. One like
Mhm.
through actual communication and voice channels. So yeah, hell yeah, let's get it.
All right, next one is Am I Actually the Strongest? That's an adventure fantasy. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I have heard of that one. So it might be a pretty good one. So the one after that we're going to get into is Saint Cecilia and Pastor Lawrence. That's a comedy, fantasy, and romance. It looks like it has to do with the church setting, so definitely interesting. All right, next one. My unique skills makes me OP even at level 1. I've heard of this one as well. This was adapted from a light novel, and it's a fantasy one. So I don't want to say it's unique, but it might be pretty good. All right, so we're just gonna kind of rapid fire through the next ones. The next one is the most heretical last boss queen from villainous to savior. So that's also adapted from a light novel. This is another fantasy and romance. Then we've got a sequel. We got Sugar Apple Fairy Tales Part 2. I think Part 1 came out in winter, if I'm not wrong. I remember we covered that one not too long ago. So definitely cool to see it back with another part. Next one after that is Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout, the animation. And this is based off of a game, so that's pretty cool. All right, so this next one after that is Helk. So this one I'm actually gonna read the synopsis because I've heard of it. The picture looks pretty cool, but I've also seen another picture. It's like this buff broad looking dude. But yeah, let's just read it. All right, here's a synopsis for Helk. While humanity celebrates the defeat of the Demon King by the hands of a lone hero, the denizens of the demon world prepare for the contest of a lifetime, a tournament to decide who would inherit the title of Demon King. Now, 3 months later, the tournament has been proceeding smoothly. Well, other than the fact that the favorite to come out on top is the human hero Hulk. With a smile and a wave, he easily beats his demonic competition, all while loudly proclaiming his hatred for humans. Though he calls for the destruction of humanity, the truth of what lies behind his cheery facade remains a mystery. Doubtful of Hulk's intentions, Red Vamirio, one of the four heavenly kings who oversees the realm of the demons together, seeks to uncover what the hero is truly after. With the title of Demon King at stake, the fate of the demon world rests on her shoulder. This one sounds pretty hype, man. I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah, this sounds crazy wild. I know a second ago I said I wasn't gonna watch anything demon like related,
Yeah.
but low key, this shit sounds hype. This shit sounds fire. Um, I think they gave a bit too much in the synopsis as they
Info,
always
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like you were reading, I was like, wait, so how many seasons is this, and how much did you give? Like it gave up so much. Like the guy beat everybody in the tournament, so that whole tournament arc is type beat. Like we are or
Yeah.
that tournament, whatever is, we already know that he won
It
and
it
everything.
yeah, it's true. It could also just be in episode one. We don't really know, but yeah.
Hopefully it is. But yeah, this is something I definitely watch. A bit lower on the list, but
Hmm.
yeah, Helic, Helen Keller,
Hulk. Yo, what?
Hulk. But yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna watch this one.
Maybe it's like Hulk. I don't know, man. I'm just making shit up. All right, let's get into the next one. Next one is Undead Girl Murder Farce. That is a mystery supernatural. I quickly skimmed through the synopsis and I saw vampires. So if you are a big vampire head, you might like that one. All right, next one after that is Yohani the Parhelion Sunshine in the Mirror. So this is a fantasy one. The one after that is Temple. That's a comedy, romance, and etchy. The one after that we're gonna cover is called The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today. All right, so you can see like a giant cat. Like that's kind of creepy, dog. But this is a comedy supernatural. Bro, that's a creepy picture, right?
No, that shit looks mad weird. I don't know if you've ever seen damn, it's an animated show. I think it's called Love Bugs, or Big Mouth? Do you know Big Mouth?
Yeah, yeah, I know Big Mouth. Yeah.
So Big Mouth, they had like a side show
Mm-hmm.
called Love Bugs, I think. And it just reminded me of that big ass cat. So basically, the hormone monsters?
I mean, I never watched it. I just seen the
Oh,
picture
oh,
on
so
Instagram.
so basically
No, Netflix.
there's basically hormone monsters, right? And then there's
Yeah.
like she's the opposite of them, and yeah. I forgot what she was, like a stress monster or some dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what it looks like. Creepy as hell.
But yeah, it does look pretty creepy. All right, so the next one after that is looks like another isekai. It's this the tag is fantasy, and it's the Great Cleric, white collar survival in another world. So it looks like maybe he was a white collar worker and he got pulled up into an isekai world. Next one after that is the gene of I don't know if it's AI or L, but yeah, it looks like it's a drama, sci-fi, and a suspense. And then we're just gonna kind of skim through the next one just because there's so many of them. There's Spy Classroom second season. There's Ayaka. There's a Monogatari second season. Again, that's a really popular one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This season has like 48 anime. We're not gonna go through every single one of them just because we don't really know all of them, and a lot of them these are probably not the biggest ones. Like the ones at the end, they have like 368 followers or 1,000 followers, which it's if you're a fan of them, nothing against you guys. Just we want to cover the most popular ones, and if you compare it to like Jujutsu Kaisen, that's 324,000 followers. So huge disparity right there. So we're just gonna skim over that, and then of course we have some movies as well. Just to kind of preview, we talked about one of them in our news podcast, and that was I forget the name, but it's like Alice to Terese. So I forget the English for that, but yeah, this is going to be done by Mappa, which is really cool. And then we have the other one that we covered in that same episode, and this is done by that legendary director who's like 80 or 90 years old. I think his name is Miyazaki, right? And this is the one, if you remember, Own, where he has no trailer and no information, no summary, and it's just this one promotional picture right here, which is the face of it, and that's the film. And this is a Studio Ghibli film. So I
Yeah.
don't know if you remember, Owen, but
No,
yeah,
I do remember. I do remember when we were discussing that he did no marketing, no type of trailer, no nothing. All he
yeah,
did was kind of release that little one.
yeah,
I think what he did was like a reverse marketing strategy where he marketed he the marketing was that he wasn't marketing, basically.
hella
So
woke. That's
like
crazy.
we'll see. No, that's like because that's what we're talking about. We're talking that he didn't market. So it's like
Hmm.
everyone's probably like, yo, no, this guy didn't market shit. How is he
But
gonna
he
get
low key marketed, dog, because I'm
yeah,
trying to watch
exactly.
it, bro. You feel me?
Exactly. Maze has done like a 300 IQ play, and we're all gonna watch this shit now. and he had to spend no money on ads, so man's is making OD if people watch this. But yeah,
Yeah, for sure. All right, and then the last movie we're going to cover is Sandland. This is done by Akira Toriyama, who is the author of Dragon Ball. So, yeah, Sandland is done by him, and we're getting a film. I think it's supposed to be 3D CGI, which is really cool. I saw a clip. I didn't know if that was a trailer or if that was just like a random clip somebody put together, but that was all 3D CGI. So maybe this one will be too. But yeah, that's going to be it for, we're us going over every single anime and movie that we're going to be talking about. Out of these ones, on which ones are you going to be watching?
I'm definitely watching JJK.
All right,
Okay, definitely watching Bleach.
for sure.
I want to watch Mushoku Tensei.
You're, I'm
I know,
telling you,
I
dog.
dead ass. I actually want to watch that. I do want to watch that. Bungo Stray Dogs. I want to watch that one too. Um, go down a bit. Let me see. Oh,
Yeah.
the Keller,
Oh, hell, hell,
Helen. I said Helen Keller, bro.
come on,
I
man.
don't know why that comes in my brain, bro. But oh yeah, Helic. That's pretty much it, to be honest.
Yeah, and
And
the
maybe
first this one,
yeah, maybe the first episode of the vending machine one. Yeah,
where?
that's pretty much it. And also maybe the fake Ichigo. I'm
Oh, the
saying
Rurouni Kenshin.
I'm saying I'm gonna watch all this, but trust me, I'm gonna get so overwhelmed with other anime that I'm probably not.
It's probably facts. Yeah,
But
same here.
but but definitely I do want to get into Bungo. Like top five, Jujutsu Kaisen, Bleach, um, Mushoku Tensei, Bungo, and the last one will be Heckle, Helic, Helic.
Bro, can you not say Hulk?
Helk. Okay.
What
No,
did you
no,
say?
because you know
Hulk?
why? You know why? On my screen, right? The C looks so much like an E, bro.
Oh,
So small on my screen. I've been
sorry,
reading
man.
a helic since.
Oh man.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say my top five is probably the same. I probably won't watch Bungo Stray Dogs right away because 5 seasons. And obviously, I'm
Yes.
not watching Bleach because I haven't watched it. But just to kind of replace it, that zombie one looks pretty cool to me, and I might wait and see if there's any underrated ones that come up later on, like
You're gonna
maybe
watch the
Dark.
Ichigo one, right? No?
Oh, Rurouni Kenshin. Oh yeah, I'm watching that shit for sure, dog.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch some Fairy Tale. No, like
The classic fairy tale. Oh my
Sugar Apple
god.
Fairy Tale.
Low
Oh,
key, boys, I need to finish fairy tale. Just to finish it. Just to get
I'm
through. Just to get
telling
through.
you, dog, it's fire, man.
Like honestly, I'm a, I don't even know what part I was on though. I'm gonna have to watch a recap or something because no, how many episodes is
It's a
Fairy Tail
lot.
like 300 something, 400
Yeah, it's
something?
probably around 300. There was supposedly supposed to be the 100 Year Quest was supposed to come out, which is like a sequel to Fairy Tale, and that was supposed to come out this year, but I don't think it'll come out this year, maybe next year. But yeah,
So I
that
got
would
till
be
next
more.
year to catch up then.
Pretty much.
That's funny as hell. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it for all the new anime. If you guys want any recommendations for actual like anime that aren't part of this season, definitely join our Discord. And also we'll also tell you which ones we're going to watch. I mean, we've already told
Mhm.
you which ones we're gonna watch, but week by week we'll actually discuss how
Yeah,
in the Discord how we like each of these anime, and we'll
yeah,
put
for
you on
sure.
to put to any of the new ones that you
Well,
haven't watched?
not only that, but we want to hear your guys' opinions. Like, we want to know which anime you guys like, and maybe we'll give those ones a shot. Because just to
Facts.
kind of reiterate, man, when Rex joined our Discord, he put us onto some anime that I don't think I would ever watch. So yeah, I definitely want you guys to join so we can get some recommendations from you guys as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. This is probably my favorite series just because we get to go through so many different types of anime, so many different genres. And I know me and Owen are very battle shonen centric, but we will give some of these a shot. And I think that's what makes this segment so much fun because we get to troll a little bit, and then some of them that we end up trolling, we end up watching and loving. So that's the funny part, man. I remember we watched Oshinoko, or we read that, and we kind of trolled it just a little bit, but yeah, it turned out to be one of the most popular anime this year. So that's just a good example of why this segment is so fun. But yeah,
Wait,
that's gonna
we
be
were
it.
trashing on
So
Oshinoko?
we weren't really trashing on it, but we were just like like it's not battle shonen. It was about like a pop star idol. You know what I mean? That's nothing that we would have watched at all a
Got
year
you.
ago. You know what I mean?
Low key, we need to rewatch these, like re-watch our old clips and see,
Yeah, which ones we were hated on and stuff.
yeah, see if we were even right about our predictions. Like
I do
okay,
remember though.
so
Remember
when
I
we
was
were, yeah,
yeah. I was gonna say I remember the first time we did it. I hyped up Revengers, which wasn't that good at all.
I remember you hyping up Revengers, bro. I think we need to do a series where we watch the at the end of the season, we
Yeah,
actually see which ones we've watched out of the new
yeah,
season,
for
and
sure.
also see which ones lived up to the hype and didn't live up to the hype. Since I know like Oshinoko, yeah, you're right. I definitely would never have watched that, but and I still haven't watched it. Yeah, but I know it's one of the biggest openers in anime history ever. So,
Yeah.
a lot of people loved it. But yeah, I mean, I think that wraps it up for this episode.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening. This was definitely a fun one as per usual. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next episode of Anime Plus. Peace.
Peace.